Nearly half a century ago, a young man walked into Channel 8 eager for a career behind the scenes.
But soon he would step into the spotlight and the face of Cleveland television was changed forever. Now, Fox 8 News reporter Gary Stromberg says Cleveland's certain ethnic guy is approaching a certain retirement.
Chuck Schadowsky's career didn't begin with a hit like this, but rather with a series of misses like these. Chuck was a behind-the-scenes guy at Channel 8 when Ernie Anderson, the immortal Ghoulardi, told Chuck to be in a skit as a batting coach for the hapless Cleveland Indians.
Just hit away there and show us some of the, maybe.
But I never wanted to be on television. He literally forced me on television.
The kid from East 71st and Harvard, the South High grad, suddenly doing comedy skits.
In high school, I could not even get up to do a book report. I was terrified. I mean, I did it, but man, I worried about it for weeks.
Will somebody answer that telephone over there?
In 1966, Ernie Anderson, the biggest phenomenon in Cleveland TV history, takes off for Hollywood. The station pairs Chuck with Houlihan the Weatherman. A team is born, Big Chuck and Houlihan.
I was so scared, but I figured it wasn't going to last 13 weeks anyway, so. I figured,
how long does it last?
44 years, actually. The longest running show in the history of TV.
When Houlihan relocated to Florida in 1979, Lil John Rinaldi teamed up with Chuck. Skits like Bat Guy and Rinaldi became classics.
I'm Bat Guy. Tell your friends.
If they see me, the first question is, where's Chuck? I think we live together.
He was the leading man in a soap opera spoof, Parma Place.
Boy, oh boy, where'd you get them, Mr. Kriegel?
Oh, I had to drive all the way to the Heights for these.
Shaker?
Parma.
I have skits on tape that I wouldn't dare run today.
He approached his work with not only a certain polish, but a certain Polish as well.
It's Pepsi, the same great taste in a brand new can.
This less than fashionable sweater could be the most recognizable piece of clothing in the history of Cleveland. His character was called the Certain Ethnic Guy, and it was that character's encounter with a mouse that led to a brief yet hysterical turn as a breakdancer.
When he's Big Chuck, he's Big Chuck. He illuminates, he comes out, and he's Big Chuck. And when he's Chuck Schadowsky, he's Chuck Schadowsky, mild-mannered guy.
Hey, I don't want her, you can have her, she's so bad for me.
He portrayed country crooner Slim Whitman, but of course he was called Slim Whitsky. There would be some who would say his comedy was often a stretch, but most turned out to be the stuff legends are made of.
It's two average guys, no training, working class guys, and that's Cleveland, the working guys.
It's the Saturday morning preview special hosted by Mr. Belvedere and Wesley.
You gotta watch.
Ernie Anderson becomes the venerated voice of the ABC television network, and Tim Conway leaves Channel 8 too, to gain fame on the Carol Burnett Show. They urged Big Chuck to make the big move too.
I had a job. All I had to do was say, okay. I would have been an A-Day assistant director on the Della Reese Show.
Take 10 paces and start shooting!
Does he regret not giving Hollywood a try?
I just didn't like it out there, and I'm really a homebody, and I love Cleveland. It sounds corny. I truly love Cleveland. I would never leave Cleveland.
Leaving Fox 8 after 47 years, but he doesn't want to disappear.
What I'd like to do is represent a product for old people. I mean, nothing like Depends or anything, but, you know.
What's up, Bat Guy?
John, for 38 years you've been a television celebrity and run a jewelry store. Now you're just going to be a small businessman. Are you really going to retire, or are you going to go work at Rinaldi Jewelers?
Listen, I never thought of that. I don't know what John would pay me.
Gary Stromberg, Fox 8 News.
And the Laugh Classic as well. To pass along congratulations and watch old clips, head to myfoxcleveland.com, click on Entertainment. Big Chuck and Little John, by the way, will definitely be going out in style. They're working on an end-of-an-era primetime special. It will air on Friday night, June 22nd at 8 p.m. We'll keep you posted with more.
What a career. How
So,
impressive is
very
that?
funny.
It's so funny, too, because when you see him in the building, you see Chuck Shadowski. You
He's
don't
just
see
quiet.
Big Chuck.
Isn't the thing. All right, a local woman here thought she was doing the right thing, but she ended up in serious danger.
Coming up next, attacked by a wild coyote. Wait until you hear the story of her close encounter.
And a free gas frenzy in Northeast Ohio along lines of cars filling up for free. Find out how you can cash in next time.
We are going to get off to another unseasonably chilly start tomorrow morning. You're going to love the late morning through the afternoon. Sunday's going to be okay. Early on, maybe a couple of showers out there. I think by Wednesday, we're going to make it back into the 80s.
Information at your fingertips. Go to myfoxcleveland.com and click on the Health tab. Exercise, nutrition, health news, and even a symptom checker. Health news now at myfoxcleveland.com.
Fox 8 News is brought to you by Elk & Elk, serious lawyers for serious injuries. May is Maytag month at B&B Appliance. Get up to $500 in prepaid Visa cards with purchase of select Maytag appliances. Isn't it time you went to B&B?
My schedule? It's hectic. I'm no superhero. But tonight, I might have to be.
The next generation Sentra, $159 a month at your Nissan dealer now.
Life is 24/7. So is my Nissan Sentra.
Tree hugger? Not exactly. I just want to leave the world a little more beautiful than I found it.
The next generation Sentra, $159 a month at your Nissan dealer now.
Life is 24/7. So is my Nissan Sentra.
During summer, ice cream isn't the only thing that melts away quickly. Your child could lose up to 1 month of learning, too. Hold on to what they've learned. Enroll in Sylvan Summer Tutoring today. Call 1-800-EDUCATE now.